Something that NATO has to look at. I think it's very inappropriate. It doesn't seem to make sense that they pay billions of dollars to Russia, and now we have to defend them against Russia.
And they put the natural gas hub and the oil hub right in Germany. Earlier at the NATO summit, President Trump calling out European countries purchasing energy from Russia, specifically Germany, while benefiting from U.S. protection. Nile Gardiner is the director of the Margaret Thatcher Center for Freedom at the Heritage Foundation, joins us now from London. Does the president have a point? And we're surprised he brought it up over what seems to be breakfast.
I think the president certainly has a very strong point in his remarks about Germany. He directly attacked the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which is a pipeline which will run from Russia to Germany, bypassing U.S. allies in Eastern Europe and the Baltic states. And so the president was absolutely right, actually, to condemn the pipeline. This is a Russian project. The Germans are fully collaborating with us for business purposes. This undermines, actually, the pipeline undermines the security of the NATO alliance. And so the president was 100% right to criticize this pipeline and also to call on the Germans to increase their pitifully low defense spending, actually, which stands at just 1.2% of GDP. Compare that to the United States, 3.5% of GDP on defense. The Germans are not pulling their weight in Europe. The NATO alliance is fundamentally important to the United States and to the transatlantic alliance, but we need to see all members of the NATO alliance pulling their weight, investing more in defense, especially the Germans, the so-called economic power of Europe.
They did get a quick reaction force together, land, air, and sea, that's going to be able to react within 30 days. They did start bulking up cybersecurity, both things what the president wanted done, and they have increased defense spending, even though they to about $150 billion combined, even though they haven't hit all the thresholds. Are they on the right track? Would the president benefit for emphasizing some of the positive, or continue the way he's been doing it so far?
Well, the Germans certainly have announced some limited increases in defense spending, but they're way, way below the level, for example, of Great Britain, which spends 2% of GDP on defense. And so I do think that the president is right to really call out countries like Germany on the defense spending issue. And at the end of the day as well, I mean, the Germans are operating an appeasement policy towards Russia with the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. And so this tough message from the president directly to the Germans, I think, will be effective. There'll be many U.S. allies in Europe who will fully support, actually, the U.S. Position on this. So the president is not isolated in Europe.
Poland and
many
Turkey.
U.S. allies will support him.
And now, real quick, Poland and Turkey just said, yeah, we got a problem with Germany as well. Real quick, you said that the alliance is obsolete, so you think it should be expunged?
No, I mean, the NATO alliance is not obsolete. The NATO alliance is fundamentally important to U.S. strategic interests. It's vital to the defense of the free world, but we need to see all NATO members investing more in the NATO alliance, investing more in defense, investing more in the future of the transatlantic alliance. But NATO is far from obsolete. It is a vital alliance for the United States. But we need to see all members working with the United States to strengthen the alliance.
All right, so far a rocky start, but it's very direct, candid start. A lot of this stuff's usually done behind closed doors. With this president, he lets it all hang out. Now it's very interesting. Nile Gardiner, thanks so much.
My pleasure, Ryan. Thank you.
Straight ahead, have you seen this video? You got a restaurant worker punched in the face by a customer, but our co-worker pulls out a gun, scares the guy. Those two women join us live next. Don't move.